All right, so what do you got? What do you got for me?
Okay, well, something similar in a way. As we mentioned, there is the idea of Nazis winning or having an alternative path in World War II just seems to be so popular, and it has inspired so many different takes from real history to just straight up fiction. So I'm going to read to you the blurb for a TV show, film, or video game, and you have to tell me, is this a real story, so one someone has actually produced and released, or is this one that I've made up?
Oh, okay. I like it. We're attacking kind of the same question, but from
Exactly.
different angles. I like this.
So I will tell you the genre, give you the blurb, and you tell me if it's real. Has someone has actually produced this, or have I made this up myself? So, first one, TV show. Nazi Germany is winning World War II. After encountering a temporal anomaly, the crew of the Starship Enterprise is thrown back in time, but not to a past they recognize. In this version of history, Nazi Germany, with the aid of alien allies, has conquered Europe and is in the process of subjugating the United States. With the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, it's up to Starfleet's finest to stop Hitler and return history back to normal.
Oh, jeez.
Real show or one I've made up?
Oh my gosh, that sounds. This is Gabe's gonna kill me if I get this wrong. That I think is right. I think that's a real one. Am I right about that?
It is a real one. That
I
is
think he made me watch it.
is from Star Trek Enterprise, season 3, finale 0 hour, and it is
Ah,
absolutely terrible. It
okay.
is so bad, and as I'm a lifelong Star Trek fan, even that one really, it's a tough one to sit through.
Huh.
Um,
That's crazy. So when we did our episode on First Contact, we
yeah,
had Manu Sadia on. He wrote the book on Trekonomics. Um,
I haven't read it, but I view Star Trek when I've taught as the Star Trek world actually a Marxist utopia,
mhm.
like a post-capitalist, post-scarcity utopia. It's a really interesting case, but I haven't read the actual book on the economic.
I recommend it. Shout out to Manu.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good book.
Okay, next one. This is a film. Nazi Germany is winning World War II. After victory in the Battle of Britain, the Luftwaffe has sunk the majority of the Royal Navy, opening the door to the Nazi invasion of Britain. Unwilling to surrender without a fight, Britain activates its formidable Home Guard, determined to fight for every inch of territory. The nation's fate will now be decided in the town of Wilmington-on-Sea, where Captain Mannering and his team of highly trained commandos must hold off the German invasion until reinforcements can arrive. Failure is not an option.
Hmm. That sounds so detailed and real that I'm gonna say it's fake.
It is fake, but it is British listeners will have recognized that as being based on Dad's Army, which is a sitcom that ran from 1968 to
Huh.
1977. So 3 years longer than actually World War II, and is still on every weekend on BBC Two.
Oh,
It
okay.
is a hilarious but also very dated comedy about the Home Guard battalions who were essentially old men, veterans who were going to be like that fight a holding action if Britain were ever invaded. But yeah, I think it's one of the most successful British comedies of all time.
Oh, wow. More than EastEnders.
There's a tough one.
And I don't pretend to know EastEnders. I just know that from the TV show Extras.
Yeah, fair enough. Um, okay, next one. This is a TV show. So, Nazi Germany has won World War II. 70 years on, the German Reich now extends across the entire planet and their rule is absolute. Not content with ruling their own world, the Nazi leadership has hatched a plan to invade the multiverse. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, it falls to Green Arrow, The Flash, and Supergirl to save the day, even if it means fighting their own evil Nazi doppelgangers.
Ooh. Um, Man, that's a good one. So I like the Injustice storyline quite a lot, which is kind of a similar multiverse type deal where they have to take down Superman. I don't know, man. I know that they've had multiverse ones, but I don't know if that's the right one. I'm gonna say that one's false.
That one is true.
No way.
Yeah, that is from the Arrowverse series of TV shows that are on the I
Ah,
forget what channel they're on in America.
I CW or something.
'Cause I watched them online. Yeah, it was called Crisis on Earth X, and it was like a
Ah,
multi-episode across all the different series, and it's actually very good.
well, that's funny.
Um,
And that's essentially what the season 3 of Man in the High Castle is gonna be.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. Oh, that's what made me think of it, the idea of the multiverse.
That's good.
Okay, so this next one is a video game. Nazi Germany is losing World War II. After the success of the D-Day landings, Allied forces are flooding into Europe, threatening the invasion of Germany itself. But the Nazi regime is not defeated yet. In desperation, Hitler activates the top-secret Special Sciences Directorate, and all manner of evil Nazi experiments are unleashed onto the world. Step into the shoes of a private in the 101st Airborne Division and fight your way across Europe, battling robots, the occult, and even the reanimated bodies of your fallen enemies. Not even death will stop the Third Reich.
Oh boy, I want to say that's not Wolfenstein, but I've never played the original Wolfenstein.